So we're going to start on National Geographic and Disney Plus. You'll have read a lot about it already. It's the new Sir David Attenborough documentary, Ocean. And here's a clip.
Through the course of my life, we have been on a voyage of ocean discovery. Only now are we understanding what it means for the future of our world. What we have found could change everything. For once you've truly seen the sea, you'll never look at Earth in the same way again.
I believe this was released on Attenborough's 99th birthday, and he's still in great form and producing incredible work. While usually watching an Attenborough series, sort of the breathtaking aspect of it is the beautiful shots of wildlife. In this, you're going to come away, well, I certainly did, very angry about, what we're doing to the ocean, really. I mean, specifically, he's looking at very destructive fishing techniques, including this sort of bottom trawling, where these big kind of metal bars are dragged across the ocean floor by these enormous ships, and they just basically trash everything, and they leave a complete wilderness in their path. I mean, that's horrific anyway, but besides that, most of what is caught isn't used. I mean, it's just absolutely shocking, really depressing. But the good news is it's a real call to action, and in fact, you probably will have read in the newspapers, and because this was released in the cinema first, that, there's a lot of talk about, look, we need to protect the oceans. It's so important. And there's a lot of stuff about how plant life that grows in the sea and other life in the sea is even more important in terms of climate change or averting climate change than, say, trees on land. I think it's a bit of a change of tone from Attenborough, because he always includes a conservation message, certainly in recent years, often at the end of his, the beginning and end, sort of bookending his landmark TV series. But this one, right at the heart of it, is this dire warning of just the absolute carnage we're wreaking on the ocean, and for what? And you also see these local communities that rely on fishing kind of going out in tiny boats, and these giant industrial fishing ships sort of ploughing past them and basically taking all their catch and depriving of their whole living and way of life. So I won't deny it, elements of it are quite depressing, but it's absolutely essential viewing. What did you think, Hannah?
It really is mission driven, isn't it? It's very, very different to the kind of things that we've seen David Attenborough do, but the messaging is just so important. And actually was real interest to me, because while we were on holiday a couple of weeks back, we were actually away with somebody who is trying to stop the coral reef bleaching. And I was learning a lot about that and just how dreadful and sad it is. And actually we went not so long ago, and we went snorkeling within the corals, and there's a very strict ruling where we went about nobody, tourists touching coral, picking up coral, all that kind of stuff, which you kind of think is blinking obvious, isn't it, not to do it? But actually it's really not. Tourists are going in there, and they remove you from the sea, and they ban you from the sea if you do it, which is absolutely brilliant. But like you say, it's the devastation, it's the destruction in the wake of this big machinery. What I hope is, as you say, it's a call to action. But what I hope is that we can do something, because I don't know about you, but I always feel fairly kind of incapable of actually doing anything. What can we do? What should we be doing? How do we stop it? Because these are massive corporations, massive organisations that are doing it, and little people like us, what can we do? Which is to clear the sea, do the remedial kind of bits that we do when we're on holiday or what have you, or when you're at your local beach or whatever it might be. But this is a massive, massive issue, and until it actually affects people, which it will do, people aren't sitting up and listening. But watching something like this is hard viewing, but as you say, essential.